Wait, don't take that dumpster away. My new home is inside it. The idea to build a house inside a dumpster came to me for one reason. I want to recreate a cozy place to relax and hang out in a public location so that even my girlfriend and my friends wouldn't suspect a thing.
Our goal is to make the house as secret as possible.
In the trash can I keep in my room, I can barely fit one leg.
Bruh.
In a slightly bigger bin, I only fit halfway. And then I remembered these massive dumpsters you see near shopping centers. They're actually huge, super durable, and most importantly, I can fit inside with plenty of room for everything I've planned. Sure, it smells terrible and it's dirty, but I don't think we'll find a better option. So let's grab this dumpster quickly before anyone sees us. Of course, that's a joke. We went to the biggest store in our city. At first, we saw kitchen bins. Way too small. Then we checked another section, but there were only medium-sized bins like the ones in my yard, just in different colors. We didn't go back to the idea of stealing one. Instead, we searched online and found a manufacturer of large dumpsters.
Hi, I am calling about the garbage bin.
After placing the order, we immediately headed to another city to pick it up. The drive was over 100 kilometers, but when we arrived at the meeting point, we saw it, the perfect 1,100-liter dumpster that would soon become a home. I paid a full $200. Turns out living in a dumpster isn't cheap. We load the dumpster onto the car. Honestly, it matches my car's color pretty well, and we head back to my city. Transporting it definitely attracted attention, no surprise there. There's basically a load on the roof almost as big as the car itself, and almost the same color too. After some time, the dumpster arrives. We unload it. It made it in perfect condition. We prepare the construction site, set up some barriers, place a couple of pallets as a work area, and gear up properly. Time to get to work. First, we need a proper entrance. Climbing in through the main lid isn't exactly stealthy, so we'll make a small hidden door at the back that should attract less attention. A 50 by 50 centimeter opening feels just right. After marking everything, we start cutting. We fire up the generator to power our tools. Slowly, with no rush or extra pressure, we cut along the lines. Now we've got a doorway, and the cutout piece becomes our door. We attach two door hinges to this piece of plastic, then mount it back in place. To keep it closed, we install a latch on the outside, and later we'll add one on the inside too. Now it's easy and not too noticeable to get inside. From here on, we'll be working from within. Logically, the next step would be the floor, but we're planning to install a portable power station to run our devices. If we place it upright, it takes up too much space. Laying it down takes less, but then we can't install the floor. So we came up with another idea. Use the space underneath the dumpster. There's enough room there. We trace the station with a marker, creating an outline that matches its exact shape. Then we drill a hole. This makes it easier to cut with a jigsaw. We insert the blade and cut precisely along the line. In just seconds, we've got an opening where the station fits perfectly, but it's sitting on the ground. We attach two pieces of towing strap, creating a proper compartment for the portable power source. Inside the dumpster, it barely sticks out, and the floor will hide that. Outside, we can easily camouflage it with trash, for example. We also immediately run an extension cord, which we'll use to power everything inside. Next, we head to a sawmill to get materials for the floor. We grab one large OSB sheet and a couple of thicker wooden beams, load everything onto a cart, and head back to the site. That's all we need for the floor. First, we trim a couple of beams. Then we assemble this simple structure. It'll serve as the floor frame. We place it inside the dumpster and secure it to the base using screws and metal brackets so it doesn't move. Next, we take a piece of cardboard, press it against the walls, trace all the curves with a marker, and create a template. Because the dumpster isn't a perfect rectangle, using that template, we transfer the exact shape onto the OSB sheet. Then we cut it with a jigsaw. OSB is a very forgiving material, really enjoyable to work with. Now we've got a floor piece, but we still need to cut a rectangular opening in the center. You can probably guess why. We attach hinges, add a small strap as a handle, and secure the OSB sheet onto the frame. The floor is done. It fits perfectly, easily supports my weight, and most importantly, there's a hatch that lets us access the power station, run the extension cord inside, or recharge it. Right now, I'm moving on to decorating the walls. Even though the house is inside a dumpster, it should still look nice and feel cozy. At the store, I checked out a bunch of decorative panels, finishes, and materials. But in the end, I went with wallpaper. I liked two options and couldn't decide, so I grabbed both rolls. Plus a bucket of wallpaper glue. Let's get to it. We use a roller to apply glue to the walls, making sure there are no gaps. Then we roll out the wallpaper, press it against the wall, smooth it lightly with our hands, and trim the excess with a knife. Any air bubbles or uneven spots are removed with a plastic spatula. Then we apply glue to the next section. And place the second sheet as tightly as possible against the first. We cover two walls with one pattern and the remaining two with another. Now the wallpaper is in place, and the result looks amazing. The dumpster walls look like real house walls. Using two different patterns creates a sense of space and adds extra coziness to the interior. Now we can install the latch on the inside. When you lower the top lid, which acts as the ceiling, it clearly doesn't match the interior. We're definitely not leaving bare plastic. Now we'll handle lighting and decorate the ceiling at the same time. We take an LED strip and attach it to the lid using double-sided tape in a zigzag pattern. This lets us create any atmosphere we want inside. Inside this black bag is synthetic filler, usually used in jackets, but we'll use it to cover the ceiling. We apply hot glue to the lid and quickly press the filler onto it while the glue is still hot. Step by step, we cover the entire surface. In the end, the ceiling looks like it's covered in clouds, especially with the lights on. It looks very incredible, like a real sky above your head. Inside, it's now extremely cozy. You could say the construction is complete. And remember, all of this is inside a regular dumpster. Time to move in. Just look at how much stuff we brought.
Now we need to put all this in the trash.
You might think we've lost it, but we bought a TV. And where else would it go if not in our super secret dumpster house? We mount a bracket on the wall and install the TV. Watching TV alone is too boring, so we also brought a PlayStation. To keep it off the floor, we attach a special wall mount and place the console on it. It barely takes up any space. We turn on the TV and everything works perfectly even though we're inside a dumpster. It looks completely absurd, but we're not stopping there. On the side wall, we attach two strips of elastic using a couple of screws. That gives us a convenient laptop holder. It holds securely and is easy to access. Next to the TV, we install small baskets. We store our stuff and snacks in them. Since there wasn't space for a sink, we placed wet and dry wipes so we can clean our hands after eating. Everything is within reach, very convenient. To maintain a comfortable temperature and fresh air, we mount a fan with a built-in humidifier on one wall. It works surprisingly well for its size. On the opposite wall, we install a mini heater. It's definitely enough to warm up the dumpster. For decoration, we added a painting, which in my opinion fits perfectly in a dumpster home, and some artificial plants. Why artificial? They require no care and always stay green. The house has almost everything except internet. To get Wi-Fi, we bought a portable router that works with a SIM card. We turn it on and connect. It seems to work. Videos load without any issues. We even tested the speed and got around 40 megabits per second. Not bad at all. You're probably as annoyed as I am by this OSB floor. We're about to hide it, but first, let's clean up all the construction mess. We grab a mini vacuum and clean everything. Now the house is clean and every home needs a vacuum, even if it's made from a dumpster. To cover the floor, we bought garden cushions and added 2 regular ones. It turned out great. The OSB is completely hidden. And most importantly, we turned the lack of space into an advantage. The floor is now so soft, you can actually lie down on it. Very comfortable. The only thing missing is a window. It's nice inside, but we want to see what's happening outside. We can't cut another hole.
The house will no longer be so secret.
So we came up with a solution, a surveillance camera. To make it less noticeable, we cut a slot in a plastic bottle. We put some trash inside, then placed the camera in there. We attach it to the lid with tape and connect the power. We plugged it directly into the TV. Now we can see everything happening outside from all directions. Because the camera rotates 360 degrees, we can even talk through it. The super secret dumpster house is complete. Just look at this.
Let's do a room tour.
As soon as you step inside, your foot lands on a soft floor that doubles as a bed and lounge area. Inside, we've got a console with games, Uncharted, and many more. It still doesn't feel real that I'm playing PlayStation inside a dumpster. And if we get tired of gaming, we can watch something on the laptop and snack. The house turned out incredibly cozy and comfortable. But is it really secret, like we planned from the start? Let's find out. I brought the house to a public place and placed it next to other similar dumpsters. Then I texted my friends and set up a meeting nearby. We had some decoration, trash bags, and random garbage. Set up a hidden camera and climb inside to wait. I act completely normal playing games until I notice the guys approaching on the camera. At first, they're confused why I chose a meeting spot near dumpsters. Then one of them suspects there's a camera in the bottle. As they get closer, I jump out. They're completely shocked. Not only was I inside a dumpster, but when they saw what was inside, they were even more surprised. By the way, the house fits a maximum of 2 people. Each of them wanted to climb inside and check it out. We had a great time, played games, had snacks, and now it's time to rate how secret the house really is. The first rating is 7. It was John who suspected the camera, as the second rating is 9, and the last one is maximum. In our opinion, and in the opinion of our friends, the house turned out to be truly secret. What will you say? And also let us know what else we should build a comfortable house for rest in.